Hey guys, Crazy New York Driver here, and today we're going to discuss Forgotten New York Tour number 37, which was held on August 16th, 2009. We're starting out here at the old 50th Precinct, which is on Sedgwick Avenue. Now, as you probably know, the new precinct is on Broadway under the L, and quite frankly, I never knew about this old building until yesterday. But just check it out. It's so photogenic. They sure don't make them like that anymore, do they? I wouldn't think so. And I also noticed directly across the street is the house on Haunted Hill. I just thought it was kind of a neat little structure, don't you think? Here you can see one of those small back alleys that you can't see anyplace else but in the Bronx. And across from the alley are these red row houses, which I thought were unusual and worthy of being included in my slideshow. Old advertising painted on the side of buildings, this one is on Sedgwick Avenue, also is of interest. This is the entrance to Jerome Park Reservoir, and as you can see the lights were burning even though it was still in the afternoon. Located underneath is an aqueduct that carries water upstate, and this is the entrance to the aqueduct, which is of course sealed off. It was quite cool in the vents at the aqueduct, even though the day was very hot and humid. Here you can see a copy of a lamppost, a copy of an old retro post that Bob had pointed out to me. This is a brand new bus shelter, and I do mean brand new, like maybe a couple of months old, if that. This is the entrance to the reservoir, and of course it's gated and closed at all times. This is the Sedgwick Avenue entrance, by the way. Right next to it, we saw a very unusual structure. Nobody could figure out what it was. Perhaps one of you guys will know, because it sure baffled us. Here, tour leader Ron is standing in front of DeWitt Clinton High School. DeWitt Clinton is a high school that opened in 1929, and it was for boys only. It was a very tough school, I'm told. And if any of you ever went there, maybe you have something you'd like to add and tell me about, because I know it would be of interest to the viewers. That's one of the entranceways right there. And here you can see the courtyard of DeWitt Clinton High School. Speaking of schools, strategically located around the corner is the Bronx High School of Science. Check out that mosaic, if you will. The high school itself, as you can see, this is a side view of it. But I decided to also go right up to the front windows and take some pictures inside. This is one of them. It's a very good school. And here you'll see a plaque to one of its teachers. I never went to that school, but if any of you guys did, maybe you have some interesting stories you want to tell about the man. Several views from outside by the courtyard, and a little further away, as you can see. We were lucky. It was actually a sunny day. This whole summer of 2009 in the Northeast, New York especially, has rained. It rained all of June, all of July, and we were just happy to get a sunny day, although it's a bit warm. Here, outside the reservoir, we stopped for a break and had a little chat. This, across the street from the reservoir, is actually a guardhouse. That little tinny structure on the left there houses the guard, and he's actually in there when I took this picture. The reservoir itself was drained dry, as you can see. Now, I'm not sure why this was done, and nobody else seemed to know either. Maybe somebody knows and could put it in the comment box below, perhaps. The street scene was very eerily quiet. I don't know what it's like on a weekday. Perhaps it's a lot more busy than this. But as I said, this is an area that I'm not all that familiar with myself, the Kingsbridge area. It's just one of those areas that I never seem to have gotten to. I guess it happens now and then. But as you can see, it's an area well worth visiting. What I would like to say was probably the most awesome part of the trip was the Armory. Now let me tell you, the Armory was one of the first places we located. The first places we visited. Here it is here. And this was located on Kingsbridge Road. That's a back view. Okay? This is the front view. Now I couldn't get any closer because you're going to see that there's a fence surrounding the structure. They don't want people going in there. I'm not sure what the problem is, but I'm telling you something. This place is huge. I had to stand back to get both the stacks in all the pictures, as you'll see. The place is just huge, and I'd love to see them reopen it, maybe for tours or something. It'd be a nice way to generate some income and, just be a very good idea, I think. But I guess what I think doesn't matter. But as I can say, the tour went well. The weather cooperated, and I thank you for watching. I'm Crazy New York Driver, and you're not.